doing my Forex search this morning, and I just typed in Forex, and this guy came up with 6,800 views, and he just published this thing February 28th. So here's your classic channel theory trading he's doing. And I don't understand why he's got this wire coming out of the hole there, but that's curious. But why not just run it underneath? I don't get that. Something fell over maybe. So you got the very clean, and he's really framed this out. And I got nothing against gay people, but this is the gayest setup, or transgender people. Got Bluetooth in the ear. He's probably going to get ear cancer. But yeah, he's got the portable unit, which that's great to have that, and maybe a couple backup devices. Big ass chart there. Big ass. You can only trade the right side of the chart. You got to always remind people that even though that channel looks gorgeous, you're only allowed to trade the right side of the chart. Broker's not going to let you. And maybe you have it there as a reminder that this is some key level. But honestly, the market is vibrating up and down, and if you're in too big of a position, you're just going to shit your pants. It's just all there is to it.
The thought process behind why I actually entered them, how I manage them, and any sort of particular lessons that I've taken away from that as well. So I think it's been really interesting to dive into this.
Deep dive. Look how produced this intro is, man. This guy really spent time. I'm just amazed. I sped it up so that it's a little bit tortured. Look at this guy. What a good student. Amazing. Okay. I always see, now this is what, wait, did you see he hunched over? Now, Bill Williams would tell you that you're cutting off your oxygen. You should never hunch over because you're going to constrict the blood flow to your brain, and you're going to make bad trading decisions. Bill Williams. I mean, he's his shit's, he's the guy that invented the fractal. Oh, now look at, so now, of course, he's got way too much, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, he's got too much data on that screen. It's just insane amount of, who cares about that shit? Dude, maybe if that's a 1 minute chart, I get it. You're like, dude, we're going to come smashing back into that fucking congestion.
Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. I hope everyone's well. Super excited to get to this video today.
I know you're well wisher.
How the month's gone for me, and also the things that I've taken away from this month. So, as I just mentioned, really want to just update you guys on how February's gone, the takeaways from this month, and also the lessons that I've taken away as well. So,
I like that takeaway phrase. This is the other catchphrase. That's a good takeaway. Well, at the end of the day, somebody should string together every cliche that's ever been spoken. It just sounds like one just giant neutral zone of just a cliche fest.
So it's going to be really interesting to get into that. Also, after that, I really want to dive into a quick trade recap and just basically share some of the trades I've taken throughout the month, and just be transparent and just really share, the entries, the management.
Another transparent guy. Why does everybody feel the need to use all these catchphrases? Is this the wavelength to communicate on now is you got to have the latest memes and the latest. I was looking at that Paris Hilton where she wanted to patent, or she wanted people to pay her every time somebody said that's hot. What's happened to people?
How taking them, and also the thought process behind each individual trade.
The thought process behind each individual trade. Well, we all know what these dumbass support and resistance lines. You get it, you buy support, you trade the break out of a triangle, but you just never hear anybody talk about size. This is my first time through this video. So I don't know if he's ever going to say, oh yeah, I got in here with a stop here. Wow. But look at this guy. I mean, then you'd ask yourself, why doesn't he just go off and find a lover? Why is he even trading?
So really excited to get into that. So February's been a pretty great month in terms of growth. I feel like I've grown a lot and progressed a lot.
Grown a lot. Dude, you're like 10 years old. How is this guy?
And I feel like I've been a lot smarter in the way that I've worked, and that's been a huge difference this month. Sometimes in the past I've had a tendency to backtest $1, for example, for 3.
I thought he was going to say sometime with a tendency to just go out on a drinking bender. I just can't focus after that.
4 hours a day, which is good, don't get me wrong, but I wasn't.
Don't get me wrong.
specifically diving into the things that I really need to work on, and I really feel like I've done this month, and it's definitely a big step in the right direction. So before going into this month, I took a little...
There's some disturbing computer in the background that's like, sounds like a hard drive that's trying to blow up. So in the background you hear this grinding.
Bit of a step back and just really started to think about and pinpoint the things that I felt I needed to work on. I think I mentioned it in the last video, but the biggest two things that I felt I needed to work on was entries and filtering out average setups, which is more likely sticking to those high quality setups. So with entries...
So here's the big mistake people I think they make, is that they think that there's only one entry price, and so they'll focus and get into one ticket and really be like, no, this is the one. No, I know she's the one because the horoscopes say we're a good match.
For example, I've been backtesting, don't get me wrong, but I haven't been...
Don't get you wrong. I got you wrong 3 times already, but...
Just general backtesting. I've been specific...
Just general backtesting. Could I get some general... Call general backtester. Report for duty, sir. We're here to backtest your strategies. Now, you said you want to build a robot. Is that true? Is that what I'm getting? Do you have a...
Going onto a chart and diving into entries mainly, and how I've been doing that is just looking at tons of different examples of entries with my go-to set.
The old entry example. Boy, that looks like he's got a tick chart running there. What the fuck? Wow. Don't we all go down this highway? How are these people making money? Dude. What is going on here? You know, this, I get that we can draw channels, but these have to mean something. You got to be like, dude. Then he's got the channel within the channel. He's really like, oh, you know, it could go up or down from here. Do you think?
Setups and then collating them into a folder on Evernote, or basically...
Oh, he's such a good student. What, are you writing a book, or are you fucking trading?
Variations or patterns. I really feel like this has helped me a lot this month, and I believe it's because you're seeing the same setup over and over and over again with so many different variations. It's the same setup, but because you're seeing so many different variations, when it comes to, you know, live market conditions, I won't say there's zero hesitation, but there's no real hesitation because you're seeing so many variations to the patterns and different...
It's a Haitian divorce. No hesitation.
Entry styles, so naturally it starts to become second nature. Again, this month I've been really focusing on going through the Falcon content and specifically diving into trade recaps because I really wanted to work on entries, but I've been doing it a little bit differently. And how
Deep dive.
I've been doing that is I've been printing out the ASR documents that come along with the content, and I've been sticking notes to each trade.
Holy shit, what torture. Oh, and this is the time we went to the restaurant, and then, oh, this is right after we broke up, and then, you see this one here where I bought her that ring, and then she pawned it and hired some other guy to bang her?
Mark takes, and really just honing in on the thought process behind why
Mark's I keep a journal with post-it notes. Like, I always felt stupid, to be honest with you. I always felt dumb. Like, if I got to write a note of how I fucking stubbed my toe. You know, stub my toe. What's your journal for fuck-ups? Well, my journal. What's in your journal? People say, do you journal? Yeah, only the fuck-ups. I'm a masochist. I mean, I just want to read it later and go, yeah, you fucked that up too? You fuck up. Dude, I'm already in the middle of the fuck-up. I'm already recording. I already... experiencing the fuck upness of it. Do I really need to keep a journal of fuck ups? Or how about it's a journal of all your winning trades? Look at, like, you show your teacher, look, you got a good grade. I don't know, the journal thing, if you're into that, I guess I'm doing audio journals by rambling incoherently on the internet. That's my journal. I have audio journals. But yeah, the post-it notes, so cute. And then, of course, you would look back on this, and this would be like the guy, who was the guy that was trying to get elected for some Supreme Court thing, and he's like, it says on a calendar, I went over here and drank fucking near beer all night. I never got hammered.
In that trade, the confluence factors, the thought.
It says here the check was written out for training and nutrition. Can't you see? Oh, no post-it note here yet. We gotta. It's cool that I shouldn't criticize him because really you should print out your charts, but he literally printed it out. I mean, the ink printer's he's choked that ink printer, dude. If you are going to print your chart, just a fun fact, if you are this guy, why are you wasting carbon credits fucking printing out invert the colors, for God's sakes? What are you, nuts? Well, I want it to look just like the screen so I can tell it's a chart. Dude, you're killing the planet with this fucking printout. Good Lord, step away from the... You know, take a printing class before you look at this trade. Look at this big giant wedge breakout. Now I've seen that pattern before, but dude, the problem is that shit's happening on the 5-minute chart, on the monthly chart, and it happens once in a lifetime. You really think Bitcoin's going to $100,000 a Bitcoin? My God, Everything's going to tread water on Bitcoin. Bitcoin's going to tread water until people blow their brains out.
Process, the analysis, every little bit of detail. I've really been going into detail with that and just really...
Oh, I put that post-it note on the right. Must be the winning trade.
Really beginning to understand these little things, those little 1% tweaks.
And he highlights it. I mean, so I always thought that was funny too, because I thought if people are highlighting, how about just cut out the part that's not good, and just instead of using a highlighter, just cut out the part. Just get a black marker and cut off, because if that's what's really right, just less is more, people.
So I feel like that's made a difference this month, and it's been really good. In terms of
it's like the two roads, right? And that's made all the difference. I took the chart less traveled.
Filtering out average trade this month. There has been a few that slipped in there, but I've really been working on in the background of really...
A few slipped in there. Okay, well, I looked at a few girls at the coffee shop. They I almost ended up running away with them, but, I stuck around here and traded this boring MACD stuff. I'm okay. I can handle it.
Getting to grips with high quality setups and the difference between
the old high quality setup theory of life.
High quality setup and the valid setup. And of course, to really understand high quality setups, you need to know the difference between the two.
To understand high quality women that aren't so methed out that they have no teeth left.
So that's been really the first stage. Although you think you know sometimes.
Yeah, you think you know. You think you can fix her. Like chicks think they can fix guys. If I dried her out, we could start making babies.
It's easy to think you know, but then do you actually know and do you apply it? So it's a totally different thing. So I've really been down into that. And again, back to Evernote. I feel like my whole life's just been documented on Evernote. But again, back to Evernote. So what I've been doing is collating a folder of...
I think he's got a pencil sharpener over here. I don't know what's going on, but this guy is so dialed in. This is like the young, empowered trading guy. I can't remember his name now. This is the Jason Stapleton at the age of 10.
Of valid setups, and again, the same with...
Wow. Now this looks much better. I can almost... He's using a curved screen, it looks like. But this is just insane amount of data, and he's just being so, I don't know, man. I get that there's channels, but can somebody please tell me the trade on that goddamn chart?
High quality setups, and just really comparing the difference between the two. So for example, ascending channels, I would collect 5 different examples of valid setups for that, and the same with high quality setups, and that's really helped me again.
So what I did is I looked into girls that have blonde hair and girls that have red hair, and I noticed the red-haired girls are out of their fucking mind.
So I feel like that's made a big difference this month as well.
Yeah, I've stayed away from although the red-haired girls in bed are fucking amazing, of course, now. In just a normal, go get me some groceries, she comes back with 5 guys. Thanks, honey.
So you can see how all these little things this month have just made those little 1% tweaks, and that's definitely been a huge gain this month.
The devil's in the details. Oh, so yeah. Wow, this is incredible. I just heard about this guy today, thanks to the algorithm inside of YouTube.
Going into March, I'm really going to continue putting the hours in each and every day, and just really...
Each and every day, people. This is going to be a routine. Get ready for it.
Focusing on being smart with the web.
Brace yourself.
Putting in, again, focusing and doubling down on entries and high quality setups. And
high quality setups. I'm telling you, man, you should have seen the dress she was wearing. Oh, I was set up. Yeah, it's high quality. Don't you feel like you were set up? And is that really what it is? Oh, I get it. The high quality setup is where things do work out. I see what you're saying. As opposed to where you've been set up. You're the fall guy. The stooge, what do they call it? The foil, whatever.
Little things that I feel I need to work on, so that's the main focus going into March. I'm also going to continue to focus on just remaining teachable, always being open to learning new things, which is so important, and just honestly just improving as a person. Remaining
teachable. Well, that's nothing I've ever been good at, because I know every fucking thing. I'm so pissed off all day long. I'm like, when I go in a store and they say, "Can I help you?" I go, "Do I look fucking stupid to you? Get the fuck out of here. You're in my way. I can't even You're slowing me down by asking me."
And as a trader, which is so important again. So,
can I help you, sir?
Recently got back into reading. It kind of took a step back in...
Take a step back. Oh, God, he's going to go for the Bible. Okay, so he's going to get out some... And this guy is thorough. He has a list of what he has for breakfast and everything. Well, we're going to scroll down later.
Late end 2018, sorry. And it's something that I've got back into recently, currently reading this book. Which
oh, fuck. Wait. Please hold. Wait. No, this is good. The Chimp Paradox. Hey, listen, buddy. No ape jokes. Okay, got it?
I got to Steve Peter.
I'm surprised they haven't defunded his channel. The chimp paradox. The monkey mind. This isn't Gorilla Mindset from, what's his name, is it?
Highly recommend checking that out if you haven't already.
Chernovich?
So many different psychological things that you can just apply into your trading.
Okay.
And another book I've just been checking out as well is
Check it out.
Trading in the Zone. It's a really good book.
Trading in the Zone. Now that is epic. And of course, actually the Disciplined Trader, which is really hard to read because it's so cryptic, or so kind of technical. That's actually better because that's the kind of the discovery of your view of reality and how you distort, or how you're, distorted. Whereas, certainly the last piece of music somebody writes, they always think that's the best. But sometimes the first piece of music you write is more clean version. It's the before you get all fancy with it and start putting Fibonacci on the chart.
So much value that can be taken away and applied into your trading. Definitely recommend checking it out, and it's going to be a game changer. So that's pretty
It's a game changer, buddy.
much a sum up of my...
That's another cliche. I would just like to string every cliche together. And somebody gave me a book of catchphrases. This guy that wanted us to write music with hit songs, and so he gave me he actually bought a book called The Book of Catchphrases, and I never gave it back to him. And it was so funny because there really are a lot of, I guess they call them memes now, but
what I really want to do now is jump on the charts, do a quick...
Jump on those charts, buddy. Come on, I want to see what this channel trading is all about. I'm really intrigued. I see how you cordoned off the giant channel.
Share screen on TradingView.
And the mini channel.
And go through some of the trades I've taken throughout this month, so that's going to be really good to get into that. And
without further ado, I present you a master trader.
Let's go into it. So kicking off this trade recap, I really want to go over a few positions that I've taken throughout this month that I think may...
I took the missionary position, and then we did doggy style in the kitchen.
Provide clarity and insight into some of the trades that I do take, the thought process behind why I actually entered them, how I manage them.
The thought process was, I hope we have enough lubricant.
And any sort of particular lessons that I've taken away from that as well. So I think it's been really interesting to dive into this. So we're going to go over two pairs.
This guy better have some scuba gear. He keeps wanting to dive in this shit.
So the first one is Kiwi CAD, and the second one is Euro Dollar. So
Kiwi to the what? Kiwi CAD? Is that even a pair? Are you serious? At FXCM, what are they spreading that at? What is the spread? Oh my God. This guy's in the States? I thought they sound British. This must be FXCM out of Britain. Right?
Starting off on Kiwi CAD, first and foremost, starting off on the high time frame structure to give you perspective. So daily chart we can see...
Oh God, the daily chart. Look at this guy. He's on the daily chart and he's this zoomed out. Are you kidding me? Now I get that people want to project into the future. I get that they're greedy. Dude, you really think we're going to hit that trend line? The daily, I can't even... This is like more data than...
The price is contained within this overall big...
Wow. Yeah, no shit. You know how many that's a daily chart. You know how many trades are on that fucking chart, on the 4-hour chart? I mean, how long is this guy planning on living? Actually, what I'm thinking, that's why the chart's so big. He's so young, he can wait for a setup. He'll be like 35 years old. He's 10 now. He'll be 35 when he gets into a trade. He wants to get better entries.
Yeah, descending channel. So at any point, I wouldn't be shocked if we got
a descending channel.
Sort of moves to the upside, because this is just in line with the overall higher time.
Okay, I got to turn him up a little bit. He got quiet on me all of a sudden. He calmed down.
The structure of this is a potential impulse correction.
Potential impulse correction. Now here's another big mistake I think people make, is making this scenario how this is going to unfold. Well, if that's true, then you need to put your buy limit down here, obviously, right, to capture that. You want to get the cheapest price before it breaks out. Maybe to buy stop above too, a little bit of each, right?
Correction, continuation to the move to the upside. So that's definitely a potential, and it's still something that may potentially play out. So looking at that move,
it may eventually play out. Dude, you got to get in the fucking trade right now. And this is what really used to irritate the shit out of me when I would be on Skype with multiple traders, is that maybe only because I'm an overly eager trader, I want to be in something, right? So people say, well, I want to see if that plays out and then I'll get into it. I'm like, dude, you've got to get into it now. You've got to be in this trade right now. Like, if you really think that's what's going to happen, just get the fuck in the goddamn trade.
There's definitely a couple of variables within this type of structure and what this can develop into. But
There's definitely different kinds of variables inside this structure. Dude, this is a daily chart. Are you kidding me? Do you know what's going on for people that are in hog long on either side of this bitch? That they just shorted that thing 3 days ago? Dude, they're up so many fucking pips. Are you kidding me? I don't even know how many pips is on this screen right now. And he's got the fucking data scrunched down. Are you serious? Do you fucking even think, where in God's green earth did this guy get the fucking idea that this price matters right now? How could this price matter or this price matter? Do you really think? Now, I get that his greedy mind's saying that we're going to hit here or we're going to, I don't even know. What is this guy thinking? He does need help. He needs some learning. Why are you even give a fuck about this price or that? Dude, nothing matters now except this high and this low. All this shit here is just complete fucking utter nonsense. In other words, the fact that, dude, if you really wanted to go that length, you should have this drawn, this drawn. Why stop at that one? There's a channel here, there's a channel there, there's a triangle here. I mean, why stop? What in the fucking fuck? But I get it. This is your first inclination is, I'm a channel trader. Let me put the channel in the daily. And this is also empowered trading stupidity. Dude, this shit don't matter up here. Are you really telling me you're going to get in this fucking trade here or wait for the pullback here, get in on a limit and ride it to here? Are you? Why does this price even matter? Sorry. I just can't believe people have this much. It's just completely. But then again, once again, it's just human nature. I want to know all the facts before I end up getting married to her. Yeah, you don't. There's stuff you don't want to know. You're not even going to get married. If you knew her past, you would just run right now.
But also knowing that this can also equally come to the downside. So what I'm going to do is just use this
What I'm going to do, I'm going to sit you down here, show you what I did so far.
Play mode on trading view here and just take price back.
Trading view. Oh my God, he's on trading view.
To what I was looking at the time. So we just take it back to here.
Take it on back, would you, son?
Here we go. So although we're looking at that bigger continuation to the upside, we also anticipating that this could be a potential move to the downside.
Oh God! Now we got an alternate plan, right? It could go down too. Oh my God! Now my head's going to come unwrap now.
This does tend to happen quite a lot in Kiwi pairs as well, so it's going to be interesting to see how this structure plays out. So definitely,
you see, he's going to wait and see how the structure plays out. Now, if he really has this thing where he doesn't know if it's going to go up or down, why not just put a hedge on, right? So this is the cure for that as well. Why not just go in both directions and just put a tight stop on each side and just put tight ratios and just switch way it unfolds? I mean, what is the logical answer to that problem? You bracket it, you cross your fingers, you walk away. Besides, who's going to watch the New Zealand cat all day? I'm waiting for a rogue wave. I don't want to blow up my fucking wife's account. I started trading my wife's money now. She's kind of like watching me over my shoulder now.
Potential to move to the downside, and then that bigger move to the upside. Again.
And then, of course, this is the other thing with all these harebrained scenarios. Now, which one is the best? And then some guy in the comments is going to go, well, do you think it's better to get in here or just sell here and ride it down here and then ride it? No shit. Right? We're all asking that question. What, you fucking got a brain? I mean, isn't everybody just going, what the fucking fuck?
Like I said, there's definitely a few variables within this, but just anticipating those main two things. So daily structure looking really good. If we drop to the 1 hour chart, just to show you what I was looking at.
This is the empowered trading. You start on a daily chart with about 8 million bars on the chart. And now we're going to drill down to the 1 hour chart. Are we still in the same pair? Yes, we are. Now, I'm going to show you how ridiculous this guy is. And you got a lot to learn, son. I mean, what in the fuck is this guy thinking? But of course, we see that the channel makes no sense now. That's the daily channel. And he's got these wedges and all this stuff.
So where I got to the trade, I'm just going to show you the actual thought process behind actually getting into the trade. So
here's the thought process, people. Brace yourself.
Was a position that I didn't manage to get involved in, and it was on the first day of the month. So actually on a Friday on the first day of the month, I remember, and it was this trade here. So this was actually NFP time, and I'm sure
Wait a second. You mean to tell me he got in here on the 1 hour chart. This is why this whole start on the dailies and drill down is complete bullshit. I know people think they're going to have a better decision because they have more information, but if you really are going to trade this 4 hour move, I'm sorry, it's like an 8 fucking hour move. Do you realize that's 8 hours in one movement? I mean, it's a little choppy in there. There's some dojis. You can't even see the forest for the trees. He's so zoomed out. If you really are a chartist, you need to get less data on the chart, in my humble opinion.
A lot of you maybe sitting there thinking, do you want to be trading NFP and things like that? And to all honesty, I didn't used to, want to, but the key thing to take away is, and something that I really learned within Falcon, is that news creates volatility, not direction. So although NFP is there, and yes, sometimes you do get a few spikes, it's nowhere near as what it used to be. If you go back and actually backtest this, NFP...
It's nowhere near as where it used to be. Now, did he get in there and ride that? Now look at this meltdown here. Holy shit. I mean, I think everybody can see. Well, I see this. I guess maybe people don't see this, but you'll eventually see that this is a low. And when it went up here, what did it leave behind? It left behind this big uncharted water, just like it did here. And whatever happens when you have a big void and Mother Nature pours a vacuum, what happens? What is the classic thing that happens? Baby got to fill. And look how hard that thing came down. Every hour pounding down. Once it satisfies this void, we move on. In 1 hour, it gives back what it took 8 hours. This is what's really important. The market took maybe 8 hours to go down, in 1 hour to engulf what it took 8. That's a hell of a ratio. 8 to 1. Volatility of 8 to 1. Just here, in the middle of a whole world of this shit, hard up into this vacuum, right? Satisfies, comes back. We trap in this, come back, backfill this vacuum. Another screaming run. Now, this is why people would say, well, his channels are just ridiculous. This stuff being out here, at some point he'll discover, and hopefully people will discover, that if you just buy low, you buy a retest of a previous low, you get to pull the trigger, but you probably shit your pants if you saw this coming down and you bought that retest. You would probably think, oh my God, what if it goes in? And you're going to think, what if it goes into here? My God, it's just going to keep tanking. Let's not forget this vacuum that's pending. And maybe it dipped into that just for a little bit. You can't see it on his chart. And no new sellers came in, and it was satisfied because this, in other words, this new high means this is where the counter trend people are selling up into that. Here is your considered to be a shoulder entry, but you're assuming that as you sell into that, you make all this money. At this point, as soon as you start coming in here, you got to think about taking stuff off the table. And people do. And then you get a dead cat bounce, and then you get this, wow, that's quite a recovery, and everybody's thinking about getting out here now. So everything that's happened before leaves a trail of, it's written in stone here. There's no getting around structure. Now, you can put a volatility index and notice that this is going to be more oversold at a higher price than this. RSI is going to be a smash down from this big heavy move that happened very quickly. It didn't happen. See, it happened faster than this move. It means more oversold, but at a higher price. So when you get this big relief pullback, buying into the pullback, if you're buying in too heavy too often, you're going to get crushed in the pullback because it's a mini trend. Okay, let me go back to his analysis here. Some guy said I only let the guy talk for 2 minutes before. Yeah, I don't even know if I'm going to let this guy talk for 30 seconds. He's got some explaining to do as far as I'm concerned. Him and Ricky Ricardo.
He used to be like 100, 150 pips, spread.
Used to be 150 pips
and stuff like that in terms of the actual news and stuff. But in terms of looking at it now, there's not
the good old days.
That much movement.
I don't know if that. See, I don't even know because, like I said, if you're in double the size you normally trade, that's going to be more. That's going to affect you more than how many pips the market moves. How many pips the market moves doesn't determine how much money you make, and this whole focus on pips is so silly because you can make 5 pips in 40 standard lots and make the same amount of money that it took some guy to trade 1 standard lot and hold it for 2 hours. I mean, these are all just, as far as money goes, it's what time frame you're on. This is, don't forget, the 1 hour chart here. Amazing, right?
Within the overall news. So definitely a little something that I've learned there over the past 12 months and something that I apply into my trading. And that's a big thing. So looking at this overall move, we can see, again, anticipating those moves to the downside, either shorter term or longer term, based on how this structure behaves.
And how the structure behaves. Well, the structure's already behaved, so we're really looking at the trail that the structure left. So when we spilled out of this, there was the volatility starting to drop down here, and this is the imprisonment factor. This is consolidation. This is a triangle, blah, blah, blah. But how does it resolve itself? And do you mind selling late into it on a sell stop here? Once you do that, you realize you need to get the hell out. Maybe here. On this, in other words, your first exits are out, and then we go into this redistribution phase. But now, here's the problem. If you're up on that trade and it comes back to where you got in, you're like, holy shit. And then you get out, and then you watch it go down lower, and then it psychologically ruins you for the next relationship you're going to get into with a trade. So it's kind of like having multiple relationships. If you're making a decision that this is the one, she looked good on paper, and this great setup, high probability setup, and I got MACD and everything agrees. I mean, and then people say, somebody asked me, do you think that and this is also another kind of myth, that the banks are using MACD and they're fading it? Oh, I can see everybody's going to get in divergence here. Let's smash the market down. That is so ridiculous, because what's really going on is people are keeping books on these markets, and if they're not making any money, they get out when they're flat. So most people are happy to get out even. So that's why you have
so overall move, we could
a double bottom right here become a top, and you also have a retest here. You also have it's retesting here. So what's in after it's filled this void, right? Comes back. And then it's caught in this trap. So it's really fractally speaking, yeah, these are all ranges. But if you're a range trader, you're making so much money during this, you really don't care that if it does this big run down and it completes what you suspect to be the ultimate destination. It doesn't matter to the range trader, and he's making more money than you because the market's ranging 80% of the time. So another fallacy is this looking for this big giant target, and it's just ridiculous, right? I mean, it is to me.
See, we're continuing this bigger expanding type formation, looking for more downside movement, and we also have this head and shoulders formation here.
So arguments that this is the head and shoulders. Also, we can see head and shoulders fail all the time, right? Like you could say this is head and shoulders and we're going to keep tanking, but no, they rip your face off. I mean, the outcome is just, we all want to see these patterns. We do. I guess it's just human nature. Everybody wants to think they can, that's going to give them the big edge to see the pattern, right?
Start to play out. So I'm anticipating any sort of continuation movement here that
start to play out. So he's got these scenarios, but he's always going to wait. It seems like that's the big issue. Gripe I have is that he's going to wait. Well, just get the fuck in the trade, dude. And then put 2 tickets in there. One's a scalp. One's going to be your target. And just go. I mean, that's the biggest suggestion I can have is put 2 tickets in, scalp one out, let the other guy ride, move the stop. I mean, it's work. It's fucking work. You can't just put 1 ticket in, dude.
I can maybe sell that and take advantage of the sell. So where I actually got involved in the trade, again, that was a good trade. Would have been out for about 2.2% profit, but didn't get involved in that trade. And it was around here. So it's around this area here, I think. Yeah, so here. So what we had at this point is this ascending channel here as the continuation. So anticipating this continuation to the downside, I've got a couple of variables in my mind. So, first target to pay attention to is here. Just want to cast your eye to the actual position is here. So first target to pay attention to is for around about 2% and real target for around about 7.4. So definitely a lot of potential. And of course, this could actually break and we don't know how far this could go. So first real target is 2%. See how
a lot of potential. Got some dream targets there, buddy. That thing, it's going to take forever to get, this a 1 hour chart. Come on, man.
Price reacts, because in the back of my mind, we don't know how deep this could go.
At least you have a back to your mind.
This could fall a bigger continuation. We may even go up for one more high. There's definitely a few variables within there. So just paying attention to the nature of the market and really taking a message away from the market.
Pay attention to the nature of the market. 1%. He's killing it. 1%. Dude. Unless you're trading 5 million lots. How, and what is this? Who's wasting their time to make 1%? Please. Let's hope you've got like $1 million in this account. I'm up 1%. That would be money.
So I actually stopped up for this trade because
it's so cute.
About 1 a.m. Yeah, 1 a.m. You can see there. And I was waiting for this for a couple of hours and took the trade. So triggered in with the.
He's so transparent. I mean, you can see his room. He's in a real room.
Order there. Price kind of hovered around and we started to move to the downside.
Oh.
This is super interesting actually because here.
Wait a second. So he's playing the market forward. Yeah, that would have been a great fucking breakout scalp. And here coming back, the sellers, and look up hard 1 hour. So I'd already been out of this trade. I've got trailing limits all day long, at least on my robot. My dumb bot is sitting here with limits all day long. And if I have a master stop down here and I got another robot with a master stop down here, and I can scalp that bullshit all day long. I'd also have to get out if I saw that come back, or I have to have the early exit scalps. And what do you think is going to happen here? Well, sell limits are up here, of course, right? Because then you're going to take profits as it comes back. The problem is trading is so dumb that it's all about the effort of placing an order, but who is going to place a ticket unless they think it's going to work? Well, maybe it's not, right? I mean, if you put a buy limit here with a tight stop like this, you got blown out. But what if you put an array of buy limits, and that would be the secret of trading? And don't forget about this price. You need to put your fattest ticket here, because you may accumulate through this phase and be the accumulator, but you really want to put a ton of orders here, and they never filled. So you're actually going to have dry powder down here to get in, and maybe these tickets last all week here, right? And then you have tickets that last all week that are up here, because we know this is a turning point. So the market's already given us all the levels. If you try to use Fibonacci in here, the problem is you're going to disregard the reality that this void up here matters. Vacuums matter. This is the only one that does matter. And the daily chart is, if you are going to trade this time frame, which he's on, then the sellers are going to come in here for a little bit, and maybe they are going to take it through the floor. But this kind of move, how many times do you see a 1 hour move like that? There's only this. This is a smooth meltdown into this void. This is not a 1 hour smash. There's not a lot of 1 hour smashes either. That's why they say you can't get rich quick, because you'd have to be in very big for 1 hour. Boom, you're out. Walk away, go home. You just made so much fucking money. It's incredible, right? If it worked, right? It does work. Of course, you have to be loaded for bear here and really ride that dump. Go flat now and just walk away. Come in and put some limits in if you think it's going to. And then you're going to run another strategy that's so somebody asked me, well, what's your methodology? Well, it varies, because every situation, say you get a flat tire. What if you get 4 flat tires? Well, you have to call a wrecker. I mean, there's not how, if you know you're going to get a flat tire, and could you get 2 at the same time? Rarely, but if it does happen, do you have a plan for that? I mean, the market has like 8.5 flat tires. I mean, the market is so brutal that I don't think people are prepared for how all your analysis isn't really saving you from the risk in a way. Just saying. But yeah, I should let this guy talk. It's just not fair.
I was almost taken out. It was literally by a pip.
He was almost taken out, almost by a pip. So he did go short there. He must have moved his stop to break even, like a good goober would.
Literally by a pip, 2 pips, maybe 2 pips. Yeah, 2 pips. So I stayed in the trade by 2 pips. And something that I used to...
He must have sold on confirmation there. I can't figure. We got in the market. I think he sold, right?
do quite often is say, oh, I've been taken out by literally a pip, 2 pips, but then you don't consider those times that you stay in the trade by, literally a pip, 2 pips. So it's all relative. The market.
Well, now that's quite a tight stop, man. I mean, I don't know how long he's going to hold this trade. Maybe to the end of the day.
It's neutral, and that's the big thing behind it. So looking at this overall move, we then got that retrace after that nearly took me out for break even. Price kind of hovered around a little bit, and it was here. So really paying attention to this area. Do we get any sort of rejection where I can then lock in?
I would take my scalp there if I could have withstood that. Also, I can't zoom on his chart, but you can see that if he had a sell limit here, he also could have added to his position when he was shitting his pants about getting stopped out. And this is what's counterintuitive about trading. When they're coming near your stop, it's time to pull the trigger again. Now you have to kind of be a stubborn ass, but then he could just put in a wider stop on that one. Just go, fuck these guys. I'm tired of entering this goddamn trading. I think it's going to go down. Well, let me sell one here and keep one more bullet. I mean, you're walking around with just one bullet in your gun is just, how are you going to ever win the war of all these stop hunts and all this volatility?
In profit. Because again, I don't know how deep this is going to form, and I want to take a message from the market. It's all about understanding what is probable and what's possible, which we cover with in Falcon quite a lot.
Understanding the probable and the possible. How about the awesomeness of price action?
A lot, and it's so important. So it's actually here after this rejection, I locked in then 1%.
Oh, the old rejection, and I hate rejection. So for me, trading was difficult because the one thing I hate is rejection. Honey, what are you doing later? Get the fuck out of here.
And I was a little bit too aggressive with that. Literally taken out by literally a pip. And then price began to drop.
Oh, beautiful. Now, so what could you say about that? There is he could also add to the position here. There was a doji. So he could have done multiple methodologies here. Now, at this point, I think it's obvious that there are buyers sitting at this level and at this level, and I'm already long on limits, and maybe I did pull the trigger at the end of this hour. I guarantee you I bought at the end of this hour. I guarantee you. Just that's how I trade. I would just be like, oh, it's down hard. Let's just get in here for something. And I might get stopped out, but I don't know if they're going to be able to crush this all the way down. And that is the biggest down move. It's even bigger than this smashing up move.
So we then got that drop.
So that may be another thing. It's such a hard move down, but because the cause was this vacuum is so big that it's filling so like boom. There's so many tickets stacked up in there. There's so much interest in people wanting to get, and people are getting out. So I'm sure people are. I don't think there's not enough time to sell into that on that 1 hour chart. It probably looks brutal on the 5-minute chart. It's probably straight down.
Drops to the downside, those heavy impulses. Then we started to create descending nature.
Okay, a little dead cat bounce there, and now we're really going to try to stop hunt this on the chart. This is really where you have to have your biggest trades, your biggest buy limits ready to go, I think.
And I would have been taken out for around about 5.2% profit, but did end up with just 1% profit. So again, a lesson by that, the market can humble you real quick. So again, sticking to your trading plan, remaining neutral is just such an important aspect of it. So definitely key lessons to take away from that trade.
So it definitely found support finally down here. This is where everybody that really likes to swing trade it hopes it goes, but they don't get that fill, and this is why I think you have to blend market orders with limits. In other words, do what the market's telling you to do. But like I said, if you've already layered in here and you have a grid of small tickets, small orders, and as you get down here, they get bigger and bigger. So maybe at this point you're really loading up. And by here you're up, and at some point you've got to not be in denial that this is a dead cat bounce and that it may not come ripping to here and then finally engulf and then go to the moon. You just but to not have to babysit these charts is really where you want to be, where you don't have all this micro analysis about this and that, and you got a 1 pip stop. I mean, you just put in a wider stop on a smaller ticket so you don't have to keep on fucking getting in and out. And every time you get in and out, it's costing you the spread and the commissions over again. So that's another argument for putting in a wide stop, because it's cheaper than getting stopped out, get back in, get stopped out. I mean, you can tell me all day long how your ratios are so great, but if you have a 5 pip stop and they keep on smashing you out, if you add up all, you just better to hold it with a wide and go underwater. And to be holding a losing position is cheaper than just keep getting stopped out of a tight stop. I mean, just do the math, right? Because you got to rebuy the spread, rebuy the commissions, and it's extra work. And you might get the spread might be wide when you get back in, as well as tight when you bought. You locked in a profit spread wise already. I don't know. Just saying.
If we just delete that of all this, and I'll take you on to the next trade.
Oh, see how? Wait.
So
wait. Oof. Now, see, this is where I would have been cashing out, and everybody's cashing out. And the people that put a buy stop on top of this fractal, maybe you went long on there. Now, if your trailing buy stops are also stacking up and deleting themselves, you're long on stops, you're long on limits, and we went down and nicked this little window here, and look at the reaction off that. That is the cause. This void is the cause for that. There's got to be a cause. This shit doesn't just happen, but to predict the exactness of that, okay, everybody's going to hope it makes it back to this floor here, but okay, you can't bet the ranch on that, because this could be it, and then we could go sideways, triangulate, and then crush down and keep tanking.
Yeah, this, again, nothing's changed. After this impulse, I was just basically looking for continuation to get involved in the trade again. Could just evolve this a little bit. And I was paying attention to the back end of this head and shoulders type
So it's pulling back now.
To see if we got any rejections around that area to then potentially take it south. So that was an area that I was really interested in. We begin to correct back up to the top.
People are cashing out into the floor now. So everybody that rode that, and this was the wave 2, or this was the time to get in that pullback on this move here, because we're like, okay, you know what, this is like Goldman Sachs comes in on that pullback, or the confirmation people, okay, we've had a good run, and let's dump, throw in some limits, and we come to here, this is going to be the big deal. What is going to happen here? New sellers, do we go down this? And at that point, people are going to say, see, the trend line works. We came back to here. Look at C. What are you talking about? Yeah, but what I'm talking about is how big are you in on these price pulses is going to be determined whether you're making money or you have these 1 pip stops you're shitting your pants over. I can't imagine, but I know it's like, right, better to take a 1 pip loss than a million pip loss and blow up the account. But man, this 1 hour chart is blowing my mind. Yeah, I guess it's not bad because it's 1 hour chart, so we can see back here a few days and everything. And
yeah. So at this point, I then had the ascending channel drawn in.
The ascending channel drawn in. Look at him; he's already ahead of the. But yeah, you can see people are cashing out here. We made it back to where we fell through the floor.
Seeing this as the overall retest on the back end of the trend
line channel. So he's so fancy. He's very fancy. This is good. I guess it's therapeutic, to draw lines and shit. At least he's not pulling the trigger on dumbass trades.
The head and shoulders formation. And we also know we had that high time frame support of a potential bigger move to the downside. So looking at this trade, and then if I just use the uptrick tree, and it was here. So after that rejection candle there, I then set my order just literally below. I was tagged in there, kind of hovered around, and then we start to get those impulses to the downside.
Oh, look, so you put a confirmation order in here. He went short again. Yeah, we knew sellers were coming in there.
Looking good at this point. And an area that I was paying attention to within my mind was this low here. So any sort of rejections around here, it's about taking a message to the market. So I know, okay, if we get any rejections around about here, this may potentially be back up.
Yeah, potentially. So look at that. Look at that trade now. It's definitely bottoms become tops, a classic. It didn't quite make it up there, but boy, when it's drifting up now, strategically, if you're running sell stops this whole time, you are going to get in on stops, and every hour you may be picking up a ticket. But you could just also say that this is also a head and a shoulder. We'll assume that's a shoulder. As soon as it's pulled back, you assume anything coming up is a head. And it's also this little mini trap here, new highs, exhaustion, into the floor, everybody's satisfied. It doesn't quite make the trend line. This trend line, once again, is drawn improperly, in my opinion. It should be drawn on the bodies only, right? So it's tighter. Drawing your trend lines on wicks just doesn't make sense. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. The trend is closing prices. There's no trend in a millisecond wick.
Form a bigger continuation to then still drop. So also having that in mind and also paying attention to the nature of
Pay attention.
This is quite descending. So at any point, this can just move to the upside for that bigger move. So paying attention to that. So I locked in,
Okay.
1.1% profit here.
I see what you're saying.
And if anything, I could have maybe been more aggressive and locked in, 1.3, maybe 1.3, 1.2. But in the scheme of things, after being taken out by literally a pip there.
Look at the reaction there. See now, why is it flying back up? Because now this is the people that want to get that juicy price again, and the void has been created just naturally because we haven't. The whole time we've been walking up here, we've left a vapor, a chemtrail behind. And now people that want to just be in the market for the scalp, they're probably getting out into that right now, and that complete reversal right at the top of the hour. It's just happening at the top of the hour. It's nuts.
I was more inclined to just leave that open a little bit more and overall happy with that decision-making process. So taking out for 1.1% profit there with that.
See, and the sellers came in right there at the floor, and you get that wick flared up into that, and people scalp that they're out.
There, and then we can see
new sellers come in, or
price just kind of hovered around, and we started creating a bit of a deep.
Wow, so a lot of range trading there.
Structure, so we've been taking out for break even anyway. So really nice position on that. Definitely a lot of lessons to take away into March from that, and yeah, just really interesting to dive into the thought process behind it. So the next couple of trades I want to go over are on euro dollar, and it's going to be really interesting to get into that. So let's go over it. So if
I can't take it. So I'm going to read the comments. I see what he's thinking, but he definitely has to. I don't see him trading. I mean, he didn't say whether he got market limit, how he did it, but he did say the 1 pip stop. They came after a stop. Insight into Forex trading journey. There's another word. So my biggest takeaways, but look at this guy gives the mentioned videos, the books, Trading in the Zone, Mark Douglas, the trading platform I use. I'll have to look up the chimp paradox. Sounds like a mind bender. Where I learned to trade. Okay, Falcon. I guess he took a course at Falcon FX, so maybe he's like, they gave him a camera and said, dude, get the gayest looking office you can arrange and try to be the 12-and-a-half-year-old Jason Stapleton. Trading book. The book that shifted my perspective. First person, I saw links. Maybe he's getting kickbacks from Amazon or something. He's just very transparent. I'm currently reading How to Bang Hot Girlfriends. My equipment, he's got a list of everything he uses, his laptop, his camera, his journal, his pen. Dude, this pen rules. God, he tells you everything. So yeah, the comments are just wonderful too. We've got the 57 comments. I'll go for the most recent here. The latecomers. Nice trading insights. I guess, people are not going to make comments unless they're praising. I don't think anybody's going to say anything bad about this guy. I'm telling you, I don't. After several suicide attempts, a week of sadness and turmoil that went, oh my God, is this guy kidding? No, really? After several suicide attempts. Maybe I should do a separate video. Is this guy kidding? Is this real? Please hold. Okay, I'm going to have to. Oh man, wow. That's brutal. So maybe I should do the comments separately. It's a different mindset.